Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. Okay, so I've been talking a lot about Thor, Hercules for a while, for about 3 or 4 days now. Mainly because Thor and Hercules are big. Now, I want to, in my non-spoiler review, I said that Thor has to change, and I'm gonna expand on why I think and how I feel on why Thor needs to change again in the MCU. Now, let's talk about the character arc of Thor in the MCU. Thor 1 was great, was good, because in the earlier days of the MCU, Thor was cocky. He had that cockiness to him, and took himself more as a Shakespearean person. For the earlier days of the MCU, that means Thor 1, Avengers, Thor 2, Avengers 2, Age of Ultron. Then, his character arc was more of the comedic relief, which is good and great and is fine, but when you rely on jokes and don't take yourself too serious after so much grief has been put upon you, you take the heart out of Thor, and it works. It has worked so far for Thor 3, Avengers Infinity War, and Endgame, because that was his character arc in the final set of the phase. Now that we are about to go into phase 5 and 6 and beyond, he needs to be grounded. Thor needs to balance both his serious side and his hilarious side. Combined those two, and you have a recipe for a great Thor film or franchise. Because Thor so far has relied on comedicness and comedy. But now that he's a dad, or now that he's a stepdaddy or an adopted dad, he has to be funny, but yet serious at the same time. And that's how Thor should change. Be funny when the timing calls to be funny. Be serious when it needs to be serious. When you're touching upon serious subjects. And I think Thor being a dad will work much better if Thor is learning how to be a dad while being less funny, but yet serious at the same time. Like, yeah, throw some dad jokes every once in a while, but don't rely on dad jokes oh so much. You know? If that makes sense. Like, Thor coming full circle is great. But here's the problem. We need a new director for Thor. Someone who knows how to be funny, how to direct funny and serious, and mash them together. That's what Thor really needs at this point in time for his character arc. He needs to have funny and serious mashed together. Because one was great for his earlier stages of his character arc, because he was cocky, he was arrogant, he thought like the gods he worshipped and idolized. But that was but then again, that was in the earlier days of Marvel. Now that we have reached Phase 3, or we got done with Phase 3, and we are done with the Infinity Saga, his character arc from Ragnarok to now was funny, was comedic, and relied on jokes. Now that he is an adopted dad, he has to be stern. He has to, well, not stern, but stern enough where he's learning. You know, he has to learn how to be a dad, but also not to be so funny that he has been. And I think that's where people might be lost, or might shy away from Thor as a character, because Thor as a character is great. He can go into just about any. He can go to just in about any range from serious to funny to middle, between funny and serious. And so far, Thor needs to be in the middle between serious and funny. And I hope with Thor 5, we get to see Thor be more in the middle of being funny and being serious. And then when he by like Thor 6 or 7, he can be serious again. Be more serious again. You know, go back. You can go back and forth with Thor when if we have enough time to have Thor be serious again, because having Thor be serious but not way too serious is good. But also, you can mix it up a bit, you know, with as the Thor franchise continues in the MCU. Like, you can have one movie be funny, right? And another Thor film be serious. And then another be and have the one after the second Thor film be more of a middle ground for Thor. And I think Thor 5 should do that. Thor 5 should be the middle ground for Thor. For the next 3 Thor standalone films, he should be and Thor should rely on the middle tier of films, or not middle ground, but like the middle point of funny and serious, Shakespearean serious, if that makes sense. But yeah, I think that having Thor in the middle of being in the middle of serious and funny will work for Thor as a character moving forward than being way too funny like he has been since Thor Ragnarok, which is fine. And then being too serious like he did in the earlier days of the MCU, like he was from like Thor 1 all the way up to Age of Ultron. Because that shift from Age of Ultron was the final shifting to Thor being funny. Thor being funny is great, but Thor being serious is even greater. But Thor in between funny and serious is fantastic, is great, and that's what should happen. Thor should be both serious and funny. Stay in the middle for now, Thor. Have Thor be in between funny and serious, because that's the direction we should see Thor next. But anyways, that's what I think. I could be wrong. I could be right. Who knows? But let me know what you guys think. Do you agree or disagree with me? Because I think middle Thor's character arc should change ASAP. But that's just my thoughts. And another another YouTuber, Chris from C3 Films. I think he thinks Thor should be less funny but more serious, but in the middle ground. So shout out to Chris from C3 Films. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. And yeah. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys so far for right now. Excuse me. Please like, share, subscribe, and have a good day. Thanks. Bye.